story, I read her diary, and my heart shattered. She always wrote in her diary before bed. It was a ritual, like brushing her teeth or locking the front door. A glass of chamomile tea, a blanket over her lap, and her leather-bound journal, opened on the coffee table. She never missed a night, even when she was sick, even when we argued. I used to think it was beautiful. There was something sacred about the way she held that pen. Her brows would furrow in thought, her lips part just slightly, as if whispering to the page. Sometimes she'd smile softly at whatever she wrote, then close the book gently, almost reverently, and place it on the nightstand beside her. That diary held her thoughts, her dreams, her inner world. I never once thought to look inside. Her name was April. We'd been married for 6 years. I thought we were happy. Not perfect, but real. We laughed, we argued, we shared dinners and bills and vacations. We had a rhythm. She never hid the diary from me. It was always in plain sight, but it was her space, her boundary, and I respected that. Until the day everything changed, until the day she forgot to take it with her. It was a Sunday afternoon in early spring. She said she was meeting a friend from work for coffee, some new hire named Dana. I didn't think twice. I kissed her goodbye and told her to bring home one of those lemon scones she liked so much. I was cleaning up the bedroom when I saw it. Her diary, still on the nightstand. At first I smiled. It felt strange seeing it there without her beside it, like seeing a pair of shoes left behind or a scarf still hanging on the hook. Then the smile faded, because I realized this had never happened before. 6 years, 600 nights, and not once had she ever left that journal home when she went out for more than a few hours. I walked past it 3 times. Each time I told myself to ignore it, that it wasn't mine, that it wasn't right, but something in me cracked. Maybe it was the subtle shift I'd felt in her lately. The way she pulled away when I touched her shoulder, the way her eyes drifted off during dinner, the nights she said she was tired, then stayed up texting with the screen turned away. I sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the cover, and then I opened it. Not to pry, not to invade, but because something inside me already knew, and I needed to see it with my own eyes. The first few pages were harmless: grocery list, musings about work, frustrations with traffic, and the neighbor's barking dog. Then came a note about me, how I always forgot to close the kitchen cabinets, how I snored louder in March than in December. I laughed, barely, and then I turned to a page dated 2 months ago. It started with his name, Eli, just like that. One word, one bullet to the chest. I saw Eli again today. He wore that blue shirt I love, the one that makes his eyes look like the ocean. We sat in his car for an hour after lunch. I didn't want to leave. I never want to leave when I'm with him. My fingers trembled. Page after page blurred as I skimmed through entries filled with details, things she never shared with me. Coffee shops, secret meetings, a hotel once on a rainy Thursday when I thought she was at a training seminar. I told him I dreamed of waking up next to him. I told him I loved him. I dropped the book. My ears were ringing. My skin felt cold. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This was a love story, just not mine. She had poured her soul into someone else and left me behind in the margins. And the worst part, she wrote it down. Every moment, every kiss, every whispered promise. Like she wanted to remember it forever. Like she didn't care if I ever found out. I sat on the floor of our bedroom for hours, the book open beside me. By the time the front door clicked open, I already knew what I had to do. She walked in humming. I was still on the bedroom floor, holding the diary in my lap. She froze when she saw me. Her eyes darted to the book. She knew instantly. Her face drained of color. "Where did you find that?" she asked, voice shaking. "You left it," I said quietly, "on the nightstand." She stepped forward, but I raised my hand. "Don't." Silence stretched between us like a canyon. Then she sank onto the bed and buried her face in her hands. "I never meant for you to find out this way," she whispered. "That's what you're sorry for? That I found out?" She looked up, tears sliding down her cheeks. "I didn't plan it. It just happened. I was lonely." Eli listened to me. He saw me. "I saw you," I snapped. "Every damn day for 6 years. I held you when you cried. I made your coffee. I fixed your car. I planned our future. But I guess none of that made it into your pages, did it?" She didn't answer. nothing left to say. I stood, picked up my keys, and walked out of the room, out of the apartment, out of the life we built that was clearly never mine to begin with. I didn't take a suitcase. I didn't take anything but the truth. That night, I checked into a hotel and sat by the window for hours, watching the city blur beneath the rain. I haven't spoken to her since. I never read another word of that diary. I didn't need to, because I already knew how the story ended.